remember that the important thing here is that you have to be with your graphic organizer ready, ¿verdad? Es lo más importante. Vamos a esperar un poco más al resto de la clase. Carlos Trujillo, are you ready with your materials? Okay. Okay, here I have a paper, right? Just you to to give you, right, actually an example about what you are gonna do, right? Here we have, and I will try to put this with the same shape of I'm gonna ask please to turn off your microphones, everything, because I need to show you what you have to do, right? And then it means that I have to appear in the in the in the display, right? In order you can see the video on YouTube later, right? So please turn on your microphones and please be quiet. Yes.
Mister, pero hoy tenemos clases todo el día.
No, just this is the last class, Gustavo. You don't have the.
No, pero ¿esta es la primera clase de todo el día o es la última?
No.
Did you check the schedule?
Mister, pero es que mi prima me había dicho que el viernes no teníamos clases.
We have Spanish, we have math, we have reading. A su padre yo le envié el horario as well. So, are you ready, guys?
Yeah. Solo me falta escribirlos en la cosa.
Sorry?
Mister. A mí solo me falta escribir las cosas.
Okay, so are you ready with, like for example, with this one? With the.
Yes. Mister, I don't have the pizza box. Mister, but I
No, it
have a
doesn't matter.
box of donuts.
If you don't have the box, it doesn't matter. The important thing is that you have the graphic organizer and also the pieces of paper, right? In
Look,
the shape
Mister.
of paper. Because you can paste the pieces in another thing, right? Yeah.
Mister,
Tell me, Andrea.
I have a box of donuts.
Yes, it doesn't matter, but the important here is the graphic organizer and the pieces of paper, right? So, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, I need you to look for your graphic organizer, right? First of all.
I have it. I have six, Mister, because my pizza only has 6. I have 7. One, my pizza only has 6.
Okay, listen to me. So, if you are ready with your graphic organizer and with the pieces of paper, so what you have to do is first of all identify how many parts we have in the graphic organizer, or which are the story structure. What can we find inside of a story? Guys? Do you remember that? Do you remember, guys? First of all, I'm gonna show you that. So here I have an example of what you have to do, right? You have to cut the pieces of paper in order, right, that they appear as slices of pizza, right? Like this. And when you join them together, you will have something like this, right? A pizza, right? So let's start working with this. So, and then I'm gonna use this marker, right? Because you have to use marker, pencils, and everything, right? Remember that this is just an example. So, what do we have in the pizza? If you you have to draw a pizza, what do you have to draw? First of all,
Materials of the pizza.
okay, so the thing that you are gonna do here is that you are gonna draw, right? You know that the pizza has a side, right? When you can put cheese, right? Like this. Tiene una orilla donde usted pone cheese, yes or not? So in this part, you have to write the title, right, of this one. So, but first I need you to mention which are the characteristic of a story we have. Which one we have?
Characters.
We have characters. But first one, the first of all, which is the first?
Mr.
¿Cuál es el?
How many?
No, let's see. Let's see. That's why I'm telling you that you have to mention them, right?
First, the series of the graphical design.
We have setting. What else?
The plot.
We have okay. We have plot, but in the plot we won't have plot. We have problem,
Solution.
event, solution, right? We have setting, and then we have the title of the story as well, right? Because it's the beginning of the story. So, could you please turn off your microphones? Yes. In the first one, or I mean this one, right? The thing that we are gonna do is we're gonna write. I will write and then I'm gonna show you. You have to write. I think that is with double T. Yes. Title, right? Yes. Title. And which is the title of the story?
Mister, I have a question.
Laugh.
Laughed, right?
Mister, my mother are in this part. Oh, they say what this put that title because.
Okay, you may do it. You may do it in there if you want, right? But if not, you may do it in the slide, right? So then we have laugh, right? That's the title. So now,
Pizzas.
what else can we add to this slide of pizza? What else? We have the title, and then we have the title. But we have to write. Angela, could you please turn on your microphone, please? Okay, now you have to write the name of the person who wrote the story. Who wrote the story, guys? Who wrote the story? Who did it? Okay, look for your book then if you don't know. Yes, look for your book and tell me who wrote the story. Carlos Trujillo, Diego Amador, Caleb, Miguel, Gabriela, Leticia, everyone. I need you that you turn on your camera in order to know if you are working or not. Because here we are working, right? The idea is that you to work here right now.
Mr. The name of the author we need to put in the same slice or in another?
Yes, in the same slide, right? Because we have the title, we have the title of the story, and here we have the author of the story, right? Who wrote the story? Who wants to tell me who wrote the story?
Lizzie
No, Mioka.
Could you please spell that name for me?
L
Yes.
E
Okay.
N
Uh-huh.
S
Yes.
E
E.
Y
Uh-huh.
N.
N. Yes.
Yes, N A
Yes.
M
Uh-huh.
I
Mhm.
O
O.
K
Mhm.
A.
A.
Yes.
Okay. You see, here we have the title of the story by, that is written by this person, right? By, then we write the name of the author, right? Yes? So, and now what is missing here? We have the title, we have we wrote the title of the story, and also we have the person who wrote the story. But what is
A person that illustrate.
yes, what is missing here to to do this more interesting? Because this is boring, right? What is missing here?
A person
Pictures.
that illustrate.
You have to draw something, right? You have to do something, to draw something related with the
Story.
story. Like for example, in this you can draw whatever you want, right? And also, if you have the option of print something like pictures, it would be better. Yes? Like for example, I will try to draw something here in order to show you, right? As you read the story, right? You know what this story uh, it's about, right?
Mister,
Tell me.
can you say me who wrote the story?
You don't have the book?
Yeah, but I don't know the page.
Who wants to share the page of the book?
510.
510. That's the page. So what I have here, I draw something, right? Here I have, right, a picture related with the meaning of the story, right? What did I draw here? I draw a
The
clock.
time machine.
This is a clock, right? And it is related, but because this story is about what?
A time machine.
A time machine, right? It means that you have to travel in the time, right? So you have to draw something related, right? Do it. Did you finish? And also, you can use, like for example, markers, right, to decorate them, right? Here I have a lot of them, right? You can see? And then you can use them in order to decorate, like for example, the picture or the slide of pizza. I will try to do something else here, right? For example, I can do pieces of pepperoni, right? Or cheese, right? And you will try to take care of this one, right? Or of the details, right? Do you like pizza, guys?
Please. mister.
Okay, here we have like an example of about what we're gonna do, right? Yes, and then here we have the first part of this pizza, right? And then let's continue then because we don't have too much time. Yes. Then, which is the next part we have in the graphic organizer? We have the title, and then we have who wrote the story, and then we have a picture or a drawing related with the story, right? Khaled and Miguel Silva, I want to see if you're working or not. Please turn on your camera. Khaled as well. So, which is the next part of the graphic organizer, guys? Khaled, are you in classes or not, Khaled? Khaled? I think that he's not in classes. Okay, so let's continue then. So, which is the other part of the graphic organizer? Which is the next part?
Character.
Characters, right? And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna do the same. We're gonna use a different color. And also, right, you can do different type of letters, right? Like for example, I'm gonna write here. You see, here I have characters. Yes, I am using what? Cursive letter now, right? But this is just if you want. Gabriela, tell me.
I don't have more space in my slice of it.
But remember that you have to have, you should have, right? Like for example, 8 or more these slices, right? I'm doing it in the same one because this is an example, right? But this everything must be right in different slices, right? Like for example, title is one,
You.
and characters is a new one, right? A different one. Yes. So
Mr. Luke.
yes, good job, Glee.
Look me too, mister.
Excellent. Good job. Excellent. I really like that one. Okay, so characters. Now, who are the characters of the story? Who are the characters?
Peter.
Peter, right? So we write Peter. Who else? Who else? Just Peter?
Doctor.
Angela. Angela.
Doctor? You said first doctor?
Micha. I know.
Manchelu.
Something
The name of the doctor?
Manchelu.
Dr. Lou. And Angela, right?
Yes, Mr. Angela.
Angela, right? So now here you have the characters. Yes, Peter, Dr. Lou, and Angela. Yes, and then what we have to do? What we have to do now? We have to draw, right, faces or people in order to represent, right, the characters of this story, right? Let's start drawing. I will try to do, right, where they come from, guys.
Look at it.
Yes, good job. Where are they from, guys?
China.
China, right?
And they immigrate to America.
Yes, they immigrate. So they have these people have to what? Look like Chinese people, right? Or not?
Yes.
Then here we have Peter. And then I'm gonna draw Angela. But now our
Mr. One thing that they have wrong on the story is that if they are of China, they need to have a name different.
Sorry?
If they are from China, they need to have a name different,
Yes. A different name, right?
like Chunso.
Yes, yes.
Then let's imagine that this is. Did you finish? Did you finish that?
Draw the characters, mister.
Sorry?
We need to draw the characters.
Yes, of course. You have to draw something related, right? Like for example, here I have an example of what you have to do. For example, these drawings are not the most beautiful ones, right? But I'm trying to do my best, right? Here I have, like for example, here I have Peter, right? You can see the eye of Peter that he looks like a Chinese boy.
Yes, yes.
And then I have here Angela. He's wearing a dress, a beautiful dress with a flower. And then here I have the doctor, right? You see? Here we have the characters, the name of the characters, and then we have the drawings. And also you may decorate if you want, right? Try to do beautiful things, right? Then here we have the title, right? And then here we have.
Mister, I do my best and I have the title and the characters.
Yes, of course. Good job. So, did you finish?
Yes. That part here.
And then, which is the other part we have in our graphic organizer?
Setting.
Setting, right? So, which is the setting of the story?
In the school.
In the
In the
school.
school, but which is the name of the school?
Mister, they don't mention it.
They don't mention it, but
Yes.
but what about if they mention a place where they live, or it's just United States? United States.
It's like in China and then immigrate to
China and
America.
they live in America.
Okay, let's write United States, right?
Yes.
Let's write United States. And let's write the school, right? Like this. You see? Setting, United States, and the school. Right? So, what is missing here? What is missing, guys? Hey, Andrea, remember that you have to draw something related with the story. Like, for example, here I have the characters. So, you have to draw characters. Yes? Yes, good job. And then the setting. Here I have United States, and also we have the school. Okay, let's try to do something related with this. Like for example, I can draw I can draw a flag, right?
Yes.
From United States. And also I can draw what else? A school, right?
Yes.
I can draw a school.
¿Cómo se hace? Para mí sería hacerle así. Con una caseta, solo que con una.
Yes. So you see, here I have some picture related, but this is just an example, right? Remember that like for example, you can write something that's symbolized, right, in the United States. Like for example, la Estatua de la Libertad, right, and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Mister, I draw the machine.
Okay, and where? In where? In the setting?
No, in the title.
In the title, yes, of course. Remember that here we have just ideas, right? You may draw, right, something that you really like, right, or that you can use. Are you working, Gustavo?
Look, Mister.
Are you eating?
Mister, look how I draw the characters.
Yeah, good job. Okay, after setting, what we have after setting?
Look, Mister.
What we have after setting? Plot, right?
La plot.
We are not going to write plot, right? We are gonna write just the part of the plot. And which is the first part of the plot? Problem, right? And which is the problem of the story? Which is the problem? Could you mention which is the problem of the story? Which is the problem? Andrea, Larissa, which is the problem of the story?
I have that Angela wants to show to her parents that she is intelligent.
Okay. What else? Let's imagine that everyone has that, because remember that you may have different things, right? Because remember that you can understand this from different perspective, right? So let's try with the problem of Andrea's problem, right? That the problem is that Angela wanted, yes, to show the time machine, right?
No, that she is intelligent.
That she is intelligent, that she is intelligent. Yes? And then here we have the problem. Here is my problem, right? Yes, and then I have to draw something related about this. I'm gonna draw, for example, I'm gonna draw.
I have 3 look.
Like for example, here I have, you see? Now, here I have an Angela, right? And I draw something, right, that she is trying to tell us that she is intelligent, that she studies every day, that she does her homeworks every day and everything, right? That she's able to do, right, everything.
Mister, I do that. Angela wants to show that time machine.
Yes, it would be as well, right? So you see, and then here we have the
Mister, I have 4 parts of pizza.
the problem, right? And then
The setting, the plot, and the title.
yeah,
characters
then we
in
have
the
the
setting.
title, the characters, the setting, and then the problem. And now, what is missing, guys? What is missing?
Solution.
And what about the events? We have to write the events as well, right? We have 3 events. The first event, the second event, and the third event, the final event. Yes?
Sorry, Mr. My internet is bad. In what part you are?
we are doing the same. We are from, now we did the title, we did the setting. Let me show you. Okay, here we have, Kenneth, first we did the title, right? We write the name of the title, then who wrote it.
No, yeah, I do that.
Okay.
I was
Then we
in the
did
setting.
in the setting, okay. And then in the setting, we identified that that the setting is United States and the school, right? So we draw a flag and also a school, right? Because, but remember that the drawings, it depends on you, right? You can draw whatever you want.
And then,
We have the problem. Yes. And then probably this can be different because we understand everything from different perspective, right? Because, and then but here we have an example of Andrea, right? That she said that the problem that she could identify in the story is that Angela wanted to show, sorry, that she's intelligent, right? So we draw Angela, right? And thinking that she is intelligent. Yes? And then we have the events, right? Event number 1. So, which is the event number 1, guys?
That we have to migrate to America.
Yes, it could be.
Mister,
Tell me.
what was next of the setting?
Then we have the problem. Listen, it's the same order that we have in the graphic organizer. It's the same order, right? Okay, as we don't have, we have a few time, we have just 4 more minutes. So then you know that after the problem you have the events, yes? And after the events, what we have after the events, guys?
Solution.
Solution, right? And then we have the solution. Solution. So which is the solution of the problem? Which is it? ¿Se solucionó el problema or not? Yes, which is the solution then? Which is the solution, Andrea? Andrea Larissa, which is the solution?
Angela won the competition.
Angela won the competition and she showed that she's intelligent, right? Or not?
Yes. So
Yes, here we have, right, the solution, right? So what we're gonna draw here, we're gonna draw, like for example, remember guys that this depends on you, right?
competition. Vamos a hacer una a la Ángela.
So here I have, this is just an example. Aquí dibujo un trofeo, right? That it represents that she won the competition, right? You see? And then you just decorate it, right? So just to make a review about all the parts that you have to, that you should include, right? First, you have the title, that is the number 1, right? And then we have the characters, then we have 2, right? Then we have the setting, right? After that, we have the problem, and then we have 4, yes? And then, plus the 3 events, how many we have? 7, right? Yes or not? And then the last one is the solution. So how many pieces we have in the pizza, guys?
6.
Eight, right? 8. And then after you finish, right? The only thing that you have to do is to, right? Do it like a puzzle, right? Do it like a puzzle, like this, right? In order you to have that shape of the pizza, right? All around, yes? And then when you have ready this, you paste it on the box and then you take a picture and send it to me, yes? If you don't have the box, sorry, just paste all the paper, right? Doing the shape of the pizza, right? And then decorate it and then send it to me as well, right? Do you have questions, guys?
I have a question.
Tell me.
This how to the pizza, las piezas que nos sobraron de la pizza que hay que escribir.
Now, if you have more slices, you can decorate them as it is a pizza, right? It doesn't matter. Okay. Yes. So, do you have questions?
No.
Okay, so guys, we will finish here because I think that you have classes. You
Mr. Do you have social studies?
studies? Yes, you have, because you have to see you have to watch the class. Yes. So, have a good weekend, guys. Spend a good weekend. Study, right? Practice math. And I'm gonna see you all on Monday. Remember that.
Thank you, Mr. Goodbye.
Right, because I have to check them in, put the grade. Yes?
Mr. But we don't have P because he said no
Social
classes.
studies. So I'm talking about social studies.
Okay.
Mr.
Social studies are in the
platform. The platform.
Yeah. But anyway, you have to watch the class.
Mr. is a platform of virtual.
I think that is on YouTube, I guess.
Yes.
You have to go to YouTube and look for the class. Or I don't know, I think that it's virtual. I don't know. No sé qué ella les dijo.
No, it's
No nos dijo, Mr. No nos dijo que iba a haber